Well, the collapse of the latest round of negotiations has triggered not just disappointment, but sharp global reactions too, with Russia openly criticizing the US and its approach. After nearly 21 hours of intense discussion in Islamabad, Pakistan, well, the talks they kinda ended without any agreement. And instead of quiet diplomacy, the aftermath it has turned into a public war of words. At the center of Russia's response is Mikhail Yunov, who questioned whether the US delegation led by the JD Vance alliance genuinely expected a breakthrough in such a short span of time. Well, his remarks had carried a tone of skepticism here and very subtle mockery, suggesting that Washington's expectations they were unrealistic from the very beginning. If we see it from Moscow's perspective, then the failure of talks it is not simply about disagreements between the US and Iran, but about flawed strategy that attempted to rush a highly complex negotiations. Russia do agree that such sensitive negotiation process they require patience, gradually trust building and realistic goals, something it believes Washington did not fully account for. Now, this criticism indirectly places pressure on the US President Donald Trump, as well as the failed negotiations at this level often reflects on leadership decisions and overall diplomatic direction here. At the very same time, Iran is carefully observing these developments. As visible divisions and criticism among the global powers, it can strengthen its negotiation position. Well, the whole situation now extends far beyond a single failed meeting and reflects a broader geopolitical dynamics here, where major powers they are not only competing on policy, but they are also shaping the narrative around success and failure. Russia's intervention at this particular moment, it appears calculated, reinforcing its role as an experienced player in such negotiations, while simultaneously challenging the credibility of the US. As a result, the result is more complicated, it is more tensed diplomatic environment. The negotiation table, it has become colder, trust between parties, it has weakened, and future negotiations may become even more difficult. What could have been a step towards resolution, it has instead turned into a moment of global scrutiny where strategies, where expectations, where leadership are all being questioned.